Hey there people, how you doing today? Curtis with Bully Fights here. Today I want to talk about a disease or a condition that caused the death of one of my puppies about 5 years ago. Must have been 2007 I guess, yeah. Which was actually the last time I had a litter. What happened was I had fed my dog and its puppies, the mother and its puppies, and I have put their bowl of water down there, and they all had a big meal, full their little bellies and everything, and I guess they were about 6 or 7 weeks old. Yeah, so they were just beginning to eat solid food, and they all had a good meal and started running around and playing. They eat that food, they want to get that energy. They got an energy booster. That's what it's called, an energy booster. And what happened was, at the time I had 6 puppies, and I noticed they were all playing around and jumping around and be doing all fine. And then one of my puppies, she just started becoming a little less active. At first, she went and she sat in a corner by herself while all the other ones were playing. So I thought maybe she was just, becoming sleepy. And then I watched her. And then I noticed after about 5 minutes or so, she tried to walk back towards the other playing puppies. But what happened was, I noticed that she was staggering, sort of like wanting to fall down, and then I watched her. But what I also noticed was that I saw her stomach growing. She seemed somehow bigger in the belly than she was when she first sat in the corner. So I kept on watching her, and then I noticed her stomach really getting big, really blowing up. And I know a lot of you haven't experienced this. I don't think it happens every day or all the time, but it does happen. And it happened to me, so I can share this story with you. And what happened is, she actually blew up really big to the point where her stomach, her feet, spread out. That's how big her stomach was. Her feet spread out, all the way out, until she was like this. And she couldn't walk front or back legs. And her stomach was as hard as rocks. I mean, it was hard as a big old rock. I didn't know what was wrong with her, except for the fact that at this point, she started whining and sort of screaming. So I didn't know what was wrong with her, because I had never seen that before. So I called my vet, who asked me to bring her in. And I brought her in, but on the way to the vet, she was in more pain. She was really in a lot of pain. And I tried to comfort her, and I checked to see the color of her gums, if they were white or what were the color of her gums. And as I checked for the color of her gums, she opened up her mouth, and she was in so much pain that she bit down on my finger. This is like a 7-week-old puppy. And that's when I realized how much pain this dog was actually in. And I took her to the vet. Well, by the time I got to the vet didn't know what was wrong with her. They started running tests. It was too late. She passed away. The vet did an autopsy. Couldn't tell me what she had died of. Which is why I changed my vet after the fact. At least, she couldn't tell me what she had died of. I probably just concluded that she never even did an autopsy on the dog, and charged me for an autopsy. I paid her to do that for me, and I went and I collected my dog at the vet and gave her a nice little burial. Well, the bottom line is, at the end of the day, I started reading online to some of the reasons. I typed in swollen stomach, puppies, dogs, and found out that my dog actually had died from, ready for this? Bloat. It's a condition that kills larger dogs mostly. Soon after they have done eating, and if they're too active, the food in their stomachs begin to get gassy, and the stomach turns, I guess they turn and entangle with each other, and this allows the gas from escaping. So what happens is that the stomach blows up. There's no way for the dog to fart, let that air out, and so it blows the stomach out, and the bigger it gets, the harder the nut is to release, and before you know it, the dog is dead, So my puppy died of bloat. So today, here is my advice to you. Don't let your puppy die of bloat. What can you do? When you feed your puppies, make sure, for at least for a few minutes, that they're not too active. Make sure that they calm down a little bit, for a few minutes before they actually start running and playing, because bloat can really get them. Since then, I have read that bloat really affects bigger breed dogs, and it got my dog. Okay? Since then, since 2007, I have totally stopped feeding kibbles. What do I feed? I cook for my dogs. I cook semi-raw foods and raw foods. But that's a whole nother topic. It's excellent. Excellent. Okay, so don't let bloat get you. It can kill your dogs. It's spelled B-L-O-A-T. Bloat. It can kill your dogs. Feed them. Make sure they don't run around too much right after feeding. Keep your eyes on them. If you see any symptoms such as that, check them out. Yeah, you know what to tell the vet. Okay? Peace. Keep your dogs good. Curtis. Bye.